All players out on the green after a little sharp interlude with rain. Just a little bit of a shower passing over. Forecast for the rest of the day, pretty good. Did predict a little shower between 10 and 11, and we've ended up getting that. Not even a millimetre or so. It looks to have eased off now. Spectators still out there, slightly rugged up. We're in the round of 16 match here for the State Carnival at Foster Bowling Club. Live on the Bowls New South Wales Facebook and YouTube pages. We have the round of 16 match. We've got teams from the Hills and from Ettalong. The Hills District, of course, around Borkham Hills, Sydney's northwest, and Ettalong, beautiful place on the central coast of New South Wales. We've got Liz Whelan, Elizabeth Leahy, Di Trovato and Karen McCann from the Hills, Marie Woodbine, Gloria O'Sullivan, Tess Koutsellis, and Carol Edwards from Ettalong. Players just completing their trial end. Once that's done, we'll be underway proper. 232 teams entered the State Carnival. 17 sections, and the 17 section winners plus the 15 best performed second places got through to our round of 32. Had matches on 17, well actually on 18 greens, with the two half greens being utilised as well. Matches here at Foster, Tuncurry Foster Sports, Tuncurry Beach, Hallidays Point, Tari Leagues, Club Wests, Bulladilla, Old Bar. I hope I've watched everybody. And we're very close to getting underway with our first end. We will have some score updates throughout this 12-end round of 16 match. The scores will flash through on the bottom right of screen. So it's Marie Woodbine to get us underway. Well, hello Wally. Chris Wallace watching on, the old Hills boy. Might be able to hear a little bit of background noise here in the club. Quite a bit of hub of action, great atmosphere. Players enjoying being here for the State Carnival. Marie Woodbine reasonably well down. That shower rain may have just taken another little edge off the speed of the screen. Did have a few millimetres overnight just to slow things down again. Liz Whelan. Just a little bit on the narrow side. Marie, slightly overdone the grass correction, but still a good ball. Going to be in the area. She's corrected her grass nicely. Just going to be a little shy on the running. Very good. Oh, actually, she's just been wide. The weight wasn't too bad at all. Gloria O'Sullivan, the second for Ettalong. She'll be just through a bit. A little bit of a breeze coming right to left on our screen now. There's flags standing quite proudly out from the flagpole. You'll be able to see a little bit of a rustle in the bushes behind. We'll hold those out a little wider on that hand. That's why we're seeing those bowls stay wide. She's just going to collect Liz's bowl and push it right onto the jack. She's got that bowl through and stayed. Be holding a couple now. Just going to hold out on the breeze. Shirley Delharp, another Hills player, cheering on her club mates. Tess Koutsellis. Speed not going to quite get through. You can see there's just a little dusting of rain still coming down. Should not go for too long. Just going to hang on that breeze again. It's fairly stiff. I think that one will ride the breeze. Just going to run through a little. So the skips will come down to play their first bowls of this game. The shot being held by Marie Woodbine's bowl. Close to Jack High to the left of screen. Carol Edwards, she's going to hang out a little wide too. See if Karen can. She's got the grass line, just whether it's going to cut. Once they turn, they'll turn into the breeze. You can see that rain on middle camera more than the other two. Needs a bit of running, so there'll be shots for Ettalong. Marie Woodbine's closest. One shot. So Ettalong underway with a single. Good start for Marie Woodbine. Liz. Oh, she's got a very good attempt. Just fell on the outside of the opening bowl. And they're going for the rain jackets now. Just a small line of showers. Watch this one, just going to fall short. You can see Foster just on the top of the above seal rocks. Just that little line of showers going past. Baldwin's decided to kick me out again. Oh, another good effort from Liz. May have even got shot with that. Just going to try and backhand draw down around those bowls. It's the hand that the wind will push the bowls away from. Well, it's got right up there. That one will be the shot. And I mind this opportunity here. Play just to reach. We'll turn a little more on that side of the green. The wind will push it back towards the bowls. But got your own two there to clatter into. And just lost connection on that camera, unfortunately. Little glitch on the camera there. We got it back. It's going to be a little wide on again. Still 1-2 hills with that bowl. They do need to draw down to that bowl now. Not much opportunity other than the backhand. It's quite congested on the other side of the green. Ettalong going to try and play that same backhand side. That's two of their bowls there now. Does not want to contact the shot bowl, just going to run past. Barbara Green says to us about that cough just this morning. I do have my nice strong cup of tea to sip, so that might help it out. There's the Hills, Castle Hill or Borkham Hills. Well, I think it's more Borkham Hills. It's the Hills District Bowling Club. Castle Hill is actually Castle Hill Bowling Club. That shower of rain. Not supposed to get much out of it. It's just hanging on for a little while. Can see on screen just that little shower coming over. It should clear before too long. It is one there to the Hills. I'll have a look at the others. Oh, taking the second one out. Did wonder whether there was an opportunity for... Oh, they've got a few. I wonder whether there was an opportunity for Ettalong to play a little bit of weight through their own bowls. Going to clutter, get rid of some, maybe promote their own. It's a decent count here. We're looking at some more. It was actually a 4. Three shots. Oh, that rain just hanging on. Supposed to clear. Liz Whelan. Just a little bit short. Would expect the green to be a little on the slow side with the rain overnight, and then just a sprinkle now would have taken any dryness away that we had achieved. The breeze should blow this shower over pretty quickly though. And then hopefully it will dry the green and we'll get a little bit more pace. She's just a little bit more of one and a little bit less of the other needed. Marie at chance just to slight correction on the previous. Very tight line. Crashes on the short bowl. So 8 rinks in action, 4 on this green, 4 on the other. One should just ride the breeze in. It's just dropped a little bit. Just going to get the edge, and that will run in to be the shot. You can see the draw for the other 7 games that are out there, apart from our streaming game, of course, in this round of 16. There will be some scores populating in that in the near future. We have a couple of our personnel who will be doing that. Just to get through the gap, little rubbing on. Probably a couple now. Just needs to hold on and run. It's not far away. Well, I think she's just going to fall out. Do you think that'll be second shot? Well, the indication from Ettalong was 1 down. can get a result just straightening off her own. I think that's still one to the hills. The light blue jade looking bowl at the back is Elizabeth Lee's. Karen's going to stay away. Some contact, just going to be wide. I think that'll be one to the hills. It is. So you are watching the 23-24 Oz New South Wales Women's State Carnival. We're coming to you live from Foster. We're at the round of 16 teams left, 8 rinks in action. Second game today before lunch. 12 ends today. We'll be down to quarterfinals this afternoon. Semi-final and final, 18 ends each game tomorrow. But we have one more game after this one to bring you this afternoon. We do thank our host clubs, Foster, Tuncurry Foster Sports, Tuncurry Beach, Hallidays Point, Old Bar Beach, Taree Leagues, Taree West, Club West that is, Bulla Dealer, and Pacific Palms. Yes, Kate, the hills is what fits on our screen. In fact, it's even chopping the extra bracket off. But we know who we're talking about when we say the hills. Gloria just needs a bit of speed. It's Elizabeth Lee that's drawn the shot. What's that, a second? Not sure that will come back. Oh, that's all in. Money in the tin. Most clubs have a fine jar. You are unfortunate enough to put down a wrong bias, some money in the money box or the tin, usually for a charity. I don't know what the penalty for bowling one on a live stream is. Very well bowled. Does make a little bit of a target there, though. The two side by side. Can afford to reach. Die. She can. Sorry. Yeah, this is die. Wants it to be positive. Love to get down to the purple bowl. It's going to be another counter anyway. Does. Oh, I think it makes that backhand just over the draw reaching shot a lot more attractive. Got to be up. Just going to not quite have the speed to get a result there. Can afford to draw to their own purple bowl behind on that backhand side. You're a little bit narrow. You've got the straighten off that last shot bowl that came in. A bit wide, you can sit the blue one. You'd be very stiff to go through the hole and get nothing. So, and if you've got the perfect line, you just sit the bowl to the left at the back, stay for shot. Straight down the line's not too bad, and I think it's 3 out of 4 bowls behind are Ettalongs. So Karen, she will want to be in behind and cover that up. Otherwise she opens the chance for Carol Edwards to play a little bit through. That's not going to make much difference. Still that backhand reaching. Plenty of chances for a decent result here. It's got the weight, I think. Certainly got plenty of weight, but does still keep her best back. Must finish in behind with this bowl. Well, it might even count. Didn't really want that straighten. Would have preferred that to come across onto the line. Big chance here for Carol Edwards. Don't lose any weight, just tighten it up. Big chance. Wants it just to hold a bit longer. And that's what's done. It's got that run off the front one. One shot to Ettalong. Not very scientific, but very effective. Well, she might have had a little bit of luck with the rub, but that chance was there, and that was actually as I called it. Get the straighten off the shorter ones, back to the jack. No problems with that shot. That was just give her bowl every chance. Woodbine. It's a decent start. There's Whelan. Wants this just to run out. Gloria. She's drawn shot. Still a little bit overcast here at Ettalong versus the Hills at Foster Bowling Club. The rain has stopped though. Thankfully the shower has passed over. Not expected to get any more rain till tonight now, according to the forecast this morning anyway. Reasonable tomorrow. Oh, she's just dropped that one a bit short after drawing with her first. Wind has also died down quite a bit, so hand she's about to play won't be quite as wide as it was to start with. Can afford to play slightly reaching here. Turns her own up. No, be underneath. It's not a... Well, she's nearly snuck in the back door. Labad to whom? Still one to Ettalong. Don't mind this. Play your opposition shot down to your own. You do hit your own and run, you've got a chance to make it two. Can tighten it up, but if you're a bit wide and hit the black on the edge, it should push you in as well. It's another one in the head. Might have locked that other one in now. Well, they've got two choices here. They can try and play through that shorter purple bowl. Danger is if you get it flush on the side, you can roll it onto the jack back to the other. So don't mind the idea of playing through your own, get a little promotion. Wants it to get around the purple. Hasn't got the weight to do anything in there. I don't know if this one's got any purpose on it. Got to have a little bit of mongrel on the bowl to get a chance to score. Play that with a bit of intent. You can get a good result. Small bit of danger, but attack with a little bit of purpose. You get that one right, you sit and stay it through. Just going to be not quite enthusiastic enough towards that bowl. Chance here for Carol Edwards to beat her opponent to the shot. Backhand draw to her own bowl. Just give it one little roll, run off it. Just tighten up your position. I don't think she's quite got it narrow enough. Going to come round. That's not a bad home at all. I reckon it's about the right weight for her shot. But same opportunity here for Karen. Backhand into the purple bowl. Get it flush through and stay. Very close. Oh, she's just going to get the outside, but she's going to run in nicely. Much to the jubilation of her teammates. That's the shot she was trying to beat it to. Can afford now just to reach. You chip that bowl, it may go past the jack. If you get a little roll, you might catch it on your own. Well, she's playing this with some purpose. Just going to be underneath. Well, you've got one. Dead draw. May not get in, but try and play around the short one down to the bowl, to the back right of jack. And ladies, you've just forgotten to stand back out of the way, but no change. It's short. That'll be one to the hills. I don't think they'll get any more than that. They may have a measure at the second one at the back, but I didn't think it was in, but they will. It is two. Well, much to the delight of the Hills fans watching on, they've scored another shot. They go out to a 6-2 lead after 5 ends, so we're almost at the halfway point. The 3 matches today of 12 ends. And it's simply a matter of fitting games in. That's why it's 12 today. There's Whelan. It's a pretty good start for Liz. Just about jack high. Good grass. Marie Woodbine will follow her down. I think it's just not going to be quite down enough. It's going to run through. It's a decent home. Much better to be through the head than short. Give yourself a chance to score at some point during the end. You're better off to be behind than short. Well, Liz just under the line, but it's 2 shots to her at the moment. Tighter line. Might just grab the jack, and she has. With Leahy. well pointed, actually. Very good effort. Just short. Watching on the Facebook feed, you can put your questions in the comments. I'll do my best to answer any of the reasonable questions while we enjoy watching the closing stages of the State Carnival for this year. One question not to ask is what sort of bowls they're using, because my reply will simply be lawn bowls. Didn't take in the makes and models for these guys. I've got light purple written down about what one bowl description is, just so I can tell who's who. The light purple bowl just crashes into its earlier one. Was very well pointed, but she left the traffic there with her previous, blocked her own shot. Oh, it's good effort. Just a little bit on the wide side, but gave it a chance. Test just track high. She's got a chance to come in off the jack high bowls. One down on the head. Backhand can get a winner off her own bowl up to the side. Just wants to come inside that. Just a little slight edge on the light blue. Not going to get there and might have just made it a bit difficult. Iris asking what is Liz's age? Well, gentleman never tells. I'd actually have to ask Liz before I could disclose that, so she does look to be what we could discreetly say would be of the older generation. She certainly looks like I would hope to be that active when I am her age. Let's have a look and try and work something out here. There is a shot on to play a little bit of weight on the backhand side, collect her own dark bowl on the outside, roll the blue onto the maroon, push that one through. Well, it's played it. Now what to do is the question. Can play that backhand side again, just underneath the bowl. Draw down to the back counter. Wants to hold up a bit longer. Got an edge and rolled away. Another count to the hills. Could possibly be 3 or 4. 4 shots. That was a big ball. Shout out to Trudy watching on at Milton Dollar. Trudy, one of those who has done a lot of work for the club. One of those who has done some work for the State Carnival. Milton Dollar, one of the host clubs. We're held in the Shoalhaven over the last couple of years. And that is great bowling from Liz. Well, we do know that the players on our games are somewhere between 21 and 96 because that was our age range from the youngest to the oldest. I don't think Liz was the 21. But I don't really know whether she's the 96 or not, and of course I'm not permitted just to look that up out of curiosity. But we did have a 75-year age span across the age of our competitors. That's a good effort coming in from Gloria O'Sullivan. Elizabeth Lee. Oh, just going to be a bit wide. Well pointed again, just going to turn her own bowl through. Got good home out of it. Die. Just going to be... Eagle saying Gladys Barnes would be one of the most experienced of the players here over the week. Gladys still involved in organisation as well. True trooper of the sport. Di. Let's get more grass on this one. Wants it to come back in. Karen, decent line here. Just wants to get around the shorter bowls. Just got the edge and has run down. I think she might be holding a couple there. It is Jack High though. May just provide Carol with that visual assistance to draw down underneath that bowl. Got the right line for it. It's just going to be a bit speedy. I think it's a couple to the hills as the head stands. A little under the line this time. Carol Edwards. Just going to run into the shorter bowls. No change. Two shots to the hills. Well, after that shower of rain, we now have brilliant sunshine. I'd say it was a narrow band showing on the radar, and that's disappeared now. You can see it's passed over Foster on the radar. Well, there's just a little bit on the shy side with that one. And the sun on the green may just be drawing the water to the surface a little bit, slowing it down as it dries. But the sun on the green I'd say it's just draw the moisture up the top a little bit slower for a little while as that moisture just dries off the top of the grass. Most of the state, of course, has copped a fair bit of rain over the last week to week and a half, 2 weeks. Forecast for Foster. Well, it does say showers with a low chance of at least 0 millimetres, so a little bit of an odd forecast. Tomorrow, similar today, now expecting just a drizzle in the afternoon. Down the coast, a little bit worse for wear. Might be lucky to get a pennant final match in on the weekend for us as well. Well pointed, just needs to run it out. Backhand draw for Tess. She wants to get around the short bowls, down to the jack. Just going to crash on them. A shout out to our bowls tragic in Wales. Aberystwyth. I'm sure I've said that wrong. There's got to be a in it, being in Welsh. Or is that just for the double L's? The edge of this, it's a big chance. Or it's maybe done just enough. That one will be the shot. There is a nice draw in there. Beat the red one at the back. Be a bit wide. It's going to miss the lot. Still that chance for Karen on that hand. Just a little more grass than she had on the previous. Oh. The Hills say they've got one. Carol needs to well, I'm not sure what she's done there. It's a little bit of pinball. She got in with that one. 1 to Ettalong. A longer length end, Marie Woodbine. Play the forehand side. Well, this played pretty well so far. The $1 score, Trudy asking about. Can't actually see the rink boards from here. We do have them up rolling through on the bottom. I think they're up on the other green. No, they're on rink 11. The board on that rink says 9-6 after 8, which is what's on our score. So Ulladulla 3 behind, 4 to play. Murray Woodbine holding shot here on our streaming rink. Very well played. Elizabeth Leigh. Or Lee. Just going to be under the line with this one. Just needs this to run. It's not going to, just a little bit short. There's a nice shot in here for Ettalong. Just under their own, turn it up as well. It's got it onto the shot bowl. Still one to the hills, I believe. That bowl would be Elizabeth Lee's. Karen's just going to stand on the centre line, unfortunately. That one's running out of steam as well. I think it's one to the hills as this head stands. They'll cross over to play the skipper's bowls on the 8th end. Well, it wasn't a bad effort from Carol Edwards. Got her own to turn up. Ken has opened that chance now with the last bowl. Up and over Marie Woodbine's red bowl on the way in. Can sneak under and get a trail or a sit on the shot bowl. Just needs a little bit positive up on that backhand, slightly tight line. I think she may have just gone, well, no, it's going to be pretty close. She's got the up and over and run on for shot. Very well played. Karen, she can play a very similar shot. Just wants to get down to the jack, though. She's got the edge and the crash. And, well, that's a result as well. They might have to put the tape on this. They'll be walking around in circles. Ettalong says 1. Yep, and that's agreed on. Ettalong just creeping their way back into this game. Eight ends played. There's 8 shots the difference. There's 4 to go. Ettalong need to keep scoring shots, but they've got 2 1s in the last 2 ends. It's a good start, but they'll need 4 2s to force an extra end. We're going to sample the nutritiously wholesome snack bucket. Not quite yogurt in it, but it says yogurt on the outside. That'll do. They'll count that as healthy. So you are watching the Bowls New South Wales State Carnival. It's the round of 16 match. It's the Hills leading Ettalong 12-4. 12 ends to be played. And now scoreboard on the bottom right for the remaining 7 matches in this round of 16. Scores are scrolling through down the bottom, and to check that, it's been recently updated. Might be another score to go on there very soon, though. It was updated a whole 6 minutes ago. Bright sunshine now bathing the venue. We did start in a sprinkle of rain. Just not quite got the right speed on that one. Woodbine currently holding shot. Hills are actually holding at least 2. The light purple bowl. Sorry, Ettalong holding at least 2. The light purple bowl, Gloria O'Sullivan. The red one, Marie Woodbine. Trovato trying to rectify that now. I like the line. Just hasn't quite given this enough pepper. There's not really a clear path through that side. Check it out on the left of screen, forehand side. Try and make sure you get up to the head. Miss the short bowl. On a good line, you should be able to get back to the jack. Even start a little bit wider and draw it just a touch narrow. Start a bit wider on the mat. Tighten her up. You draw to 10, 15 centimetres. Finish on the right-hand side of the line on that forehand side coming this way. Every chance to get back. A touch is really not going to hurt you at all. The Hills, they can just be confident up. Gets around that. It's going to be very close. She's just got a couple little feathers and run in. Not quite second, but that'll be third shot. Quite congested on the pathway in now. And number 9 in progress. 3 more after this. Ettalong holding, I'd say it's a 2 at the moment. Really would like to add a few just to give themselves that little boost up in the last few ends. A little bit of momentum to chase down this deficit. Under the line. Has she got the speed to get through the hole? No. Carroll just wants to come around the bowls. Draw inside the black to the back left there. Her own. Don't know that it's brought it in. Plenty of grass on this one. Needs to swing back. It's coming back nicely. Just not going to quite get there. So Ettalong will get... Oh, we'll get at least one. It is just the one. That was a good save from Karen. Marie Woodbine will play the first bowl of this 10th end. 3 remaining after this. Mission for Ettalong is to catch up 7 shots in those 3 ends. They get 8, it's good, but 7 is enough to force it to a one-end shootout. Whereas Karen and her team from the Hills district, they would know that if they can pick up 2 singles, they won't have to play the last end. It'll be all over. Marie Woodbine, great start to this 10th end for Ettalong, and Marie, 2 very good bowls. Probably a little unlucky, that one's just dropped down. Liz will stick with a forehand though, just trying to get one into that area. Not too badly down, I think it's just going to run out of steam. I think Ettalong should switch to the backhand side. I don't mind if they play. Actually, I don't mind if they play forehand, but they've got to play slightly overplay it, try and get their own bowl onto the jack. At the moment, that looks too open, too easy to get a little sit on that jack high bowl. Has to reach. Well, it's going to count, but hasn't made any impact on the relative ease of the shot for the Hills. They can reach up on the backhand. And that's exactly what Elizabeth Lee has pointed at. Just under the line a little. And, well, had another 2 metres away, it might have actually been close to the right line. They really need to get more bowls in this head. Does Ettalong. They can get a little change up on this, it's good, but that's well under the line required. Really need to be reaching. I mean playing a drive or a running shot, I mean just, so the green's a little bit slow, just make sure you get up to that jack. Because when you're up to the jack, you've got the chance of just sitting that one through and staying. In terms of the state of this game, that's a good result. It's a really good result. She's got 3rd shot out of it. Oh, really needs to be there. Very good effort. Doesn't change the shot for the Hills though, but that actually makes it a little easier. Backhand up to those 2. Just give yourself a chance to score. Trovato. Nice tight line. Grabs the jack, it's huge. She's got that jack right through. Well, Jack's in the ditch underneath our scoreboard. So that's 1 to the Hills at least now. Oh, it's an excellent effort here. That'll be shot. Oh, will it? Not too far off, but needs to be up. Just going to crash on the short bowls. But that was a great conversion from Trovato. Every chance here has given it. Has been probably a little fortunate to grab the jack and go right through. She's got that right through. Jack in the pit, toucher back. Might be one down now, but made it so much more difficult for Carol Edwards to make a decent count. May even still be shot. And Hills would be happy to get one on this end. As I said, they scored 2 singles in the next 2 ends, and that'll do. We'll go through with 1 end to spare. Well, for Karen, she's better off to finish in the ditch than finish short. Give it a chance. Certainly has given it a good push. Needs to find the port. Does not want that one. Well, I don't know if it's made a difference. I do think Karen's probably better off to play the other side of the green. Draw down. She only needs to get not even back to the centre line to make sure a shot. This one, it'll crash too. Well, I don't know. I think she might have just pushed Karen's bowl in for shot. Not going to find the hole. Cruddle, cruddle. Crash, crash. Which one is it? One shot to Ettalong. So, 10 ends completed, 2 available, 6 shots the difference. So Marie Woodbine will bowl the first bowl of this 11th end. Liz. It's not too badly down, just needs to run a bit. It's a reminder that this is our second game today. We do have a third coming up after lunch as Marie Woodbine plays a magnificent bowl. The quarter-final this afternoon. Semi-final and final tomorrow. We should be finished and back on the green by about 2. Give us maybe 1:45 or so. By the time they finish the last couple of ends, players will come in and have some lunch. Ettalong, 6 shots to get in 3 ends. Here's 3 of them at the moment. The Hills to get an early mark, they need to score a 3 this end. And Elizabeth Lee. That's a great effort. That's close to shot. I think it's fallen in. In terms of this game, though, that is a very good bowl. Even if they do drop shots this end, 6 shots in 2. They keep it to 1. It's still 5 buffer. We did see a 4 on the last end of the men's champion pairs after a 6 on the previous end. We saw the score at 14-11 go to 17-14 with a 6, and then a 4 gave the victory 18-17. Remarkable to score 25 shots in 19 ends and score 10 in 2. Well, she just needs to play the same bowl again, draw a toucher. Just knock that back, make a couple. Just get another one in the head. Make it really hard for your opponent. That's the aim. Needs to hold on around the white one with a crash. No damage. For Ettalong. If you're down, make sure you're up. It's decent intense, just not quite giving it the grass required. Crashes into the short one. The same thing, the red bowl's just about jack high. You want to draw to that bowl. So make sure you clear the front. You can sit the red bowl, you can trail the jack or just dead draw. Not trying to do anything outrageous, just be in the area. Want that one in the middle. Oh, it's pushed it in. It is 1 to Ettalong. I think it might have been that all along. But good intent on that bowl. Let's get down to our own. They need to score a few here to reduce what they have to chase on the last end. Just out. Well, there is a track on the forehand side. She's going to play forehand. No, she's going to play backhand. Oh, didn't really get into the head, a bit short. Carroll needs to add more. Chasing 6 in 2 ends for a draw. The other rink scores back on your screen. Took them down. See the jack in the ditch. Oh, Carroll trying to add one here. Just going to run past on the wide side. All right, I'm going to put a tape on. One to Ettalong. The last end. 5 the difference. Well, the players shaking hands. Oh, I just realised that there's still one end to go. Maybe I'm missing one off the board. There is a score missing, so it is the Hills who are going to go through. Join us again, probably about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll be back with round 3.